just didn't get called in that B main. That's my fault. We're getting ready to go feature racing here. They're going to get warmed up. That's going to allow me to get the broadcast going back again here. It's been one of those nights. One of those nights. We're back live on both. Hopefully everybody finds us. There's a few things going here. We're getting a few things worked out here. I had a power and flash again, so this broadcast has been broke up into threes tonight. I apologize, but it is what it is. Technology only goes as far as a power glitch or internet surge or something, and next thing you know, you're not online no more. But we're back. We got a full lobby of 360 cars ready to race, and then we're gonna go do our MOD cash wheel. $40 up for grabs tonight. We gotta add some names to this. So let's see here as these guys finish that out. We'll go ahead and add some names to Streak Stock race number 2. Tyler Jackson, he can get his name added on here. Let's see. Go down here and find a midget race number 1. We're going to add Joseph Grandy. These guys are warming up for their big first race of the season. Everybody's made it out of the heat races in the B mains, and now we're getting ready to go racing. What you're seeing me here is all of our winners so far this season. They'll get added to this. And Ducharme. I think that's how you spell it. There we go. We got three more on here. Let's see. We'll get back to that as we're getting ready to go feature racing here. Two really fast cars on your front row here in a 360 MOD 360 Wing Sprint Car Series, season number 9. Joseph Grandy's going to be out here starting on the pole. So let's keep up the good work out there, Grandy, as he had a hell of a start to the 410 season last season. That let him sail to the championship, his first one in the Monsters of Dirt. And he also finished second in the points in the Super Late Models last season, which was a nice little $100 payout. Ross Courtney starting second. Jamie Massey starting third with Cody Shantz fourth. Josh Whiteman fifth and Devin Howard sixth. Tyler Hurst and Douglas Stewart, that's 7th and 8th. With Gene Wolfe, Scott Thomason, Chris Sabake and Austin Good, Alex Brewer and Matt Schlosser, Chris Herrera, Dylan DeWert, Dean Reynolds made a feature, good job. Christopher Long, Michael Tennyson. That's your field. We filled up every feature tonight. And he had drivers left over in every series, and that's Monsters of Dirt, man. We bring the drivers to the track. We can't do it without our drivers. This race has a bunch of drivers that didn't race in any races tonight. We have drivers in different series, and we have drivers like Jamie, who's been on the podium in every race tonight. He's looking to pick up that first win tonight, but he's definitely looking to pick up more cash. He's close to $1,000 won in the league now. Over the years. Stipulation on a cash wheel is after I roll it, you got 3 minutes to get in here and interview with us. We don't want to sit around here all night. If you don't get in here and interview us, you might as well just roll over to the next week. If you didn't race tonight, you can't win it tonight, but I think all the winners from last week did race tonight. And all the winners on the board are eligible. Let's go racing. Lap 1 at 35. Let's see how many we have. They're all going to be greens. We don't count cautions. Green flags out, and so are the fireworks here at Knoxville Speedway. Let's keep the fireworks in the cannons. Tell you what, Joseph, Josh, Ham, Ross, they're going to put on a show. Joseph's not going to just run away with this one as here they come down the back straightaway. Joseph's got the run on the outside right now. Massey must have hit a pothole. He fell back 5 spots to start the race, and here comes Chris Sabagay on the bottom. He's digging. They're still shooting fireworks off, and we're 4 laps into this race, Joe.
Yeah, they think we got all kinds of money.
Shoot, it's only race 1. Save that for the championship. Grandy into the wall. They don't want to do that. He got that right wheel in the wall, but he still holds on to the lead. Ross Courtney's looking to make a move on Grandy as Grandy's stuck into the wall. Here comes Ross on the bottom. Ross digs and puts a big slider on him. Slides up in front of him, but he has to back her down a little bit. Here comes Grandy on the inside. They cross the line. 5 laps complete. We're on lap number 6. Ross back in the second with Joseph settling back in the lead with Whiteman in third. Tyler Hurst, oh, we haven't talked about him tonight. He's in 4th already, up 3 positions with Cody Shawns sitting there in 5th. Howard, Massey, Thomason, and Sabakay. That's your next 5. Sabakay got real squirrely there. I keep expecting him to make a move forward. He might be a little rusty. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm overachieving for him, but I really thought he'd be racing for the win, but it's still not over yet. It's still got quite a bit of racing to go. As Ross has took over that lead, and he's pulling away right now. Joseph Grandy's second, Whiteman third. I thought Ross won a ton of races in this league, and maybe I was thinking about Sabakay because Ross has only got 1 feature win. He's looking to make it 2. He bounces it off the wall, drives it off the corner, and he's got a 10 sprint lead. 10 laps into this race already. Michael Tennyson's already parked it, and so has Chris Herrera. Everybody else is still out here. Tell you what, this league is surprising, man. They can, when you think it's a late model league, you see these sprint guys doing this. The micro sprints last week, you street stock drivers, they're wild as always. What's really getting me of Chubb about the street stocks lately is I'm getting more complaints about touching in the street stock series than any other series. And it's like, you guys understand you're racing street stocks. Like, what is the deal with the pansies racing the street stock series anymore? I used to just want to keep that with just our beginners, you know? But I know how much some of these guys really like it, so I've always kept it a premier series. But damn, boys, you're driving street stocks, man. You touch tires, keep on racing. You touch a wall, keep on racing. I swear, it's like some of them, it's not ballet. And if you're in a street stock, that's the last series I want to hear about door banging being a problem in. But that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. We're halfway through this race, and Ross is digging with a 2-second lead over Grandy. Grandy better keep close and keep the points high. Josh Whiteman third. Hurst is running good in fourth. Massey in fifth. Massey's ran good all night long. Every different track we go to, that's what his prowess is. He's good at anything we put him in, really. Devin Howard 6th. Cody Sean 7th. Harris Sabagay still running in 8th with Gene Wolfe 9th and Dean Reynolds in the top 10 right now. Good run for those guys. Next week we bring back for the first time ever to the Monsters of Dirt, the Legend cars are going to be racing next week. Chubb, have you ever raced the Legends?
Maybe once or twice.
Yeah, you know, remember when we started this, I said, oh, we ain't running those things. Well, we're going to try them out for 4 races. Starting next week, there'll be the early race every 3rd week. Ross is just out here toying with these guys. We've had green flag all the way since the beginning. Hope they got plenty of gas for a green flag run 35 laps. I swear this ain't a 4-car race. This is a full 20-car field. This is spread out, man. These guys so good. Everybody's kind of found their position, and there's not really much movement throughout the field. There's Austin Good back here with Douglas Stewart. They're battling for the 14th spot. And really, there's not a lot of battling going on out here with 12 laps to go. We're also going to be coming up on some lap traffic here shortly. Matt Schlosser's trying to keep it out of the way. He's struggling a little bit with his car right now, running 18th position. Let's keep it down there, Matt. Good job. Good way to get it out of the way, buddy. Got 11 laps to go. Ross is putting on a clinic. 3-second lead over Joseph Granny in second. And Josh is still glued to Joseph as they're having a hell of a race. Josh is looking to make the slide, but he didn't quite get the momentum there. Jamie's just out here hot lapping all by himself. Tyler Hurst has got Sabakay coming to him. Sabakay's up 2 spots since the last time we saw him. 10 laps to go. He's making his move to the top 5 with Devin Howard. Only 1 spot short of where he started. Cody Shantz and Gene Wolfe, teammates back here in 8th and 9th. Cody's fell back 4 spots to Gene. Gene's right where he started. Dean Reynolds still running 10th. Even more lap traffic in front of Ross. He's got Casey Childers and Christopher Long, 2 really good guys that should give him plenty of room here with 8 laps to go. Christopher's really squirrely. He better keep it high, and he does as Ross makes his move by. At the line, 6 laps to go. Man, that was 7 laps to go. My bad, it was 6 for Joseph. Caution's out. First caution of the race. Gene Wolfe is the victim here. Ross had this race pretty much in hand, but he's going to have to race it out. Here's Cody. Gene must have had a single car incident. Oh, he goes up there and hits Tyler in the tire. Turns it around, lands on his side, and going to throw away a top 10 finish. in Gene Wolf's week number 2 of the spring series. We only have 5 laps to go, Chubb. You already got all the points done for everything.
Yeah, except for this.
I figured you did. We're getting ready to go. 1 lap to go with 4 laps remaining in this race. It might actually be 5, I'm not sure, but we don't count cautions in this series, so. Ross has took over the lead early on, and he's pretty much dominated this race with our 410 champion right behind him. And Josh, let's see if they can make a run. Here comes Ross out of 4. He's going to fire. Got cars in the back jumping, and Ross gets a good jump. We do have 5 laps to go now. Joseph, Josh, and here's Chris. Chris has moved up to 4th. I told you, Jamie Massey's 5th. Jamie's looking to take back over that 4th spot, but Chris is stuck to the bottom. Chris started dead last in his heat race, and his race is way up all night. Now he's looking for one more spot to put another Phantom car on the podium. Ross Courtney drives it out of turn 4. 3 laps to go. 24 car Josh Whiteman, he's doing everything he can to stay in this 3rd position, maybe move up to 2nd. He looks to the inside of Grandy. Grandy goes to the high side, Sabacane down to the bottom. Sabacane's down as low as anybody else. He drives off the corner and he's looking to make the move. 2 laps to go. Sabacane's all the way to the bottom now with a 24 in the middle. Grandy's high wide on the outside. Here comes Sabacane making his move down the back straightaway. Ross Courtney's coming right at you. He's trying to get that white flag. Once he sees it, it is official. Next flag we see is going to be the checkered flag. White flag's out. Sabacane's trying to make his move. Grandy's trying to hold on to 2nd. Ripping down the back straightaway there side by side with Ross Courtney. You're going to be your race number 1 winner. Ross Courtney's going to take that checkered flag coming down the front straightaway. That's your race number 1 winner. Joseph Grandy 2nd. No, Sabacane takes it. Sabacane 2nd. Grandy 3rd. Whiteman and Massey is your top 5. Top 3 to Discord. Good race, guys. These guys put on a good show to end this show. After interviews, we'll do the cash wheel. Phantom 1-2 with the fireworks in the background. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Grandy's already parked it, so that's going to be those 2 guys. As Sabacane raced his tail off to get up there. To get a little better shot. That might be a shot I can use later. It might be. We'll take that picture. As we got a new winner tonight. He won last season, but a new winner this season. As Joseph Grandy, you raced your butt off there, lost the lead, and then lost it 2nd place very late, but it was to some very good cars there. As Sabacane slipped by you, but you still finished 3rd to start the season. Pretty good start, huh?
Yeah, I'm not shocked. Ross destroyed us there. That's probably my worst track in a sprint car. I was honestly just holding on to the second half of the race. Definitely didn't want to see that caution because I knew my tires were gone. But it's what it is, and I'll take a podium any day.
Oh, yeah, well, that was a hell of a run. And, yeah, Ross is looking good out there. He's going to be tough this season, but you're no pushover. Joseph, 410 champion. He's been on the podium a few times tonight, and he might win some cash here in a few minutes in that cash wheel. We'll catch up with you, Joseph.
Yeah, we'll see. I'd like to thank Aiden over at Raise the Bar, Catalytic Recovery, Shaggy TV, Reckless Raps, and my girlfriend Olivia, and you, man, for putting this together again.
Yeah, buddy. We'll catch you next week unless you win that cash, and we're going to want you to jump back in here.
All right, later.
Chris Sabake, man, he's back in the league. Sabasque, and he's a two-time 360 champion. He started last in the heat race, ran it up to a feature starting spot, and then ran it up 10 spots, made it super exciting. Did it clean as always, picked up a second place finish, man. You'd think if you could have got one more restart, you might have had something for Ross.
Yeah, I was needling him in the chat a little bit that I was hunting him down, but ran out of time tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, you kind of handicapped yourself, but man, I tell you what, the way you picked them off without getting damaged and not getting wrecked, that was pretty impressive. A good start to the season there, buddy.
Yeah, man, love running out here with you guys. Always appreciate it for you putting the show on. It was, like you say, kind of did myself a disadvantage early. Had to start off behind the 8-ball, but the last caution helped out a great deal. I think I was sitting in 5th there with 5 laps left and maybe would have got a guy, but there was a lot of real estate between me and the leader at that point. So,
yeah, well, a lot of green flag racing out there gave you an opportunity to move through the field. Chris, you're always charging through the field in these races, and we expect you to battle for this championship. So good to have you out, man. Good to have Phantom out. You want to thank anybody before we jump out of here?
yeah, just a typical you guys for hosting and everything you do on the admin side. Always appreciate it. Obviously, the team at Phantom, Velocity Race Designs, Ross, and the crew do great work. Power Outdoors, Weichel Sportswear, RK Farms. And yeah, we hope to be back out here next go around.
Yeah, Chris. So you got that announcer's voice, buddy. So take it easy, man. We'll catch you at the next one.
Cheers, boys.
All right, man. Ross, he comes out here and he's putting on a show lately in the Monsters of Dirt and dominates this first race of the season. Ross, little elbows up there for a second to get around Grandy, and from there on, with very few cautions, you pretty much dominated this thing. What else? Pretty good show for you, huh?
Yeah. Anytime you can take a win, it's a good thing. Knoxville's kind of one of my favorite tracks. It's especially with how this cushions have been built here recently. It's, well, if you want to call it that, I guess, but more like the whoops. But yeah, I know. I actually saw Whiteman, I believe it was, get around me at the beginning and kind of followed him down to the bottom, and then wasn't able to get around him down there, so went back up top and was able to get around him, and then used the bottom to get around Grandy, I believe is how it was. But yeah, it'd have been fun to see Chris not miss qualifying, because I think he probably could have gave me a little run for my money there. But anytime you can beat Chris, it's always fun. We have some friendly banter in the group chat now. So.
Well, he's a 2-time champion in the 360 series, so you got a good start on him. Maybe you can pick you up 1-2 for the little banter there. So good run out here, man. We love seeing you, Ross. We'll catch up with you.
Yeah.
You want to thank anybody before you jump out of here?
Yep, just the Phantom Motorsports guys, Velocity Race Design. That's probably about it. You guys at Monsters of Dirt for putting on the show.
All right, well, hang out with me for a second, because you're going to help me spin this cash wheel. Your name will be on here rest of the season, so you'll have a chance to win money at the end of every race night this season. Let me get your name on here real quick. I'm going to go down here to 360s race 1. I already put the other drivers on here, so we're going to do this real quick, Ross. All right, well, we got Ross on there. Let's zoom this in. How many times do you want me to spin it, Ross? Up to 3 times.
Let's go twice.
All right, well, we're live on the broadcast. Let's spin it twice. First time, it would have been the 360 race number 2 winner, so that would be next time. So that's a loser. Now here's the one that he wanted. Let's see if we get a winner tonight. Nope. Limited late model race number 8. We haven't raced that yet, so it's going to be $60 next week, guys. So, Ross, you'll have a chance, even with you not racing next week, probably. You'll still have a chance to win that $60, so make sure around this time next week you watch this so you can jump in here if you do win it. But this will roll all season, and no matter what, we got 48 features throughout all the series on Tuesday nights. And eventually this wheel will be full. So no matter what, somebody's going to win money. It might take a while or it might be every week. We don't know, but iRacingMonsters.com's throwing in $5 per race we run. We race 4 a night, so that's $20 a night. Just a little extra incentive for the drivers, but not tonight. We picked up a late model race that we haven't raced yet, so we'll try it again next week, and somebody might win $60 next week. All right, Ross, appreciate you again.
Yep.
All right, buddy. Chubb, appreciate all your help, like always, man. Hell of a night of racing. 4 different winners, 4 different races. Once again, that's crazy. That's happened 2 weeks in a row after the dominance last season by a couple drivers. This season, it seems to be wide open. So, pretty good runs out there for you, Chubb. I appreciate you always. Let's get done with this broadcast.